Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at a new video that Travis Hines put out this past weekend of him being detained by a police officer at gunpoint. Now before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' continuous ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page, leave a like and a comment because it really helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Do you have an ID on you, sir?
What's the crime?
What's that?
What's the crime?
Well, looks an awful lot like you're camping out of your vehicle in the parking lot of a business.
Well, I'll take off. I just
No.
What?
I'm investigating this, okay? And I've been working this area for the past several years.
Oh, here.
Yep. And I know the management here and the ownership at Woodman's, and they don't allow people to be camping out their vehicle in their parking lot.
Okay. Well, they can move.
That's okay.
I got stickers. I wanted to get some water.
Sure. Okay. Right now I'm gonna want to see your driver's license.
Okay. What's the crime?
Sir, you have your driver's license.
Yeah. What's the crime?
Sure, and I'd be happy to explain that to you after I get your driver's license.
Well, it takes a couple of.
Right, I know, but I need to know who I'm talking to, right? And we're not going to be going and digging in bags. Get your fucking hand out of the bag.
Buddy, shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Step out of the car.
Oh, sure, dude.
Step out of the car right now. Stop dicking around with the camera and get out of the car.
All right.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask in the comments section, was it necessary for the officer to draw a service weapon? And I know lens lookers are going to come out and say the cop's a tyrant and he's trying to escalate the situation. But let's look at the situation and look at the factors of it. It's nighttime and Travis has his windows covered with screens and light blockers. So it's making it harder for the officers to see inside the vehicle to make sure he's not drawing a weapon or going for a weapon. Secondly, Travis is not cooperating with law enforcement officers when they're simply asking for his ID. He keeps trying to say, well, what's the crime? What's the crime? And not cooperating. And lastly, look at the stats and statistics. Traffic stops are one of the most dangerous situations for law enforcement officers next to DV situations. These are highly, highly dangerous circumstances. And if you look at how Travis is acting, you would see the officers are justified in doing what they did.
We're not going to be reaching for anything else. Get out of the car.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back. Do you have any weapons on you? What do you have in your pocket? Separate your feet. Separate your feet.
Oh, real.
Separate your feet.
What's the crime?
Sure. All right, where's your ID?
What's the crime?
Where's your ID?
What am I being suspected of for
Where's
crime?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Okay, you're gonna take a seat right here, okay?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Take a seat.
You all right?
That's what's gonna happen,
Oh.
okay? Like, you're gonna cross your feet.
Oh.
If you try and run from me, do anything, I'm gonna
Oh.
tase you, okay?
You got tased me? Okay.
Yeah. So where's your ID?
What's the crime? Do you understand?
I need to have your ID,
Here.
and then I'll be happy to explain things to you. So where's your ID?
Well, what's your name? Where are you guys?
I'm Deputy Kitzlar with the Brown County Sheriff's Office.
Kitzlar? All right. Is that
Right here.
K-I-T-S-L-E-R?
Right here.
I can't see.
Okay, that's wonderful. Where's your ID?
No, Kitzlar.
Where's your ID?
Does it start with a K or
What's your
a
name?
C?
What's your name?
I just want to get this right. Does it start with a K?
Where's your ID?
Okay, so I'm just taking a guess. I'll figure it out at the police station later.
Where's your
Wait,
ID?
Are you guys sheriff? You're police? You're both police? Okay. And then your name? Your, okay, so is that Y-O-R? I can't. Once again, I can't see it. So. No, I can't. I can't read that.
Ask you again. Where's
So,
your ID?
I'm trying to figure out who you guys are.
That's not how it works, Travis. They have given you all they need to give you when it comes to identifying themselves as law enforcement officers. Not to mention, you don't get to dictate how this works. If they ask you for your ID because they have a lawful reason to detain you, which they do, you must provide it. At this point, you could be facing charges for hindering or obstructing.
I told you who we are. Deputy Fifth Floor and Deputy York. What's your name?
Okay,
What's your
and
ID?
I'm just confirming. Y-O-R? Okay, yeah. Y-O-H-R.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Guess, yeah, I mean, my last name's Hines, so.
What's your first name?
Okay, yeah, what's your guys' first name? Kitzlar and Yor.
Okay.
What's Kitzlar?
Listen, we're not going to get anywhere until I have your driver's
Let's find out who each other are, yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
Deputy Pitfall with the Brown County
Okay.
Sheriff's
What did I
Office.
say? Yeah.
Badge number is 1402. Okay.
All right.
I have
What?
a legal reason to identify you now.
Let me tell you, I
Okay?
got a legal reason.
Listen to me. I have a legal
Oh,
reason to identify you. Okay? So, I'm asking where your ID is. I'm asking where your ID is.
You guys are being really rude. Just trying to get rights in my face like that.
Where's your
So
ID?
Kitzler, yeah, Kitzler, what's your first name? I can tell you my first name. Tell me yours. B, okay, T. All right. So we're getting somewhere here.
Okay. So, are you failing to provide identification?
It sounds like you are. I
Or are you
mean,
refusing to?
Are
I
you-
have absolutely no reason
B, Kitzler?
to give you my full identity.
Well, why
Okay.
is that? What's
Now, this is something either Travis is willfully ignoring or just hasn't gotten through his thick skull yet. But let's try it one more time, folks. The police are not required to give out the same information that you are required when they detain you. Law enforcement agencies have their officers either provide a name, badge number, or star number, depending on the department, a radio number or call sign, and if they have them, present a department ID that shows who they are. There is no law stating that to get your ID, they must give you the same information.
I have given you my information, my badge number, and the first initial of my name.
okay?
You don't need anything further than
Kitzler,
that.
I
I
hear
have a
that.
legal reason to be stopping you as an officer.
What's the crime?
And again, I said I'm happy to explain that after I get your ID.
All right. Well, I mean, you heard it. I mean,
Nope, you didn't provide anything.
That's it. It's T. Hines.
Okay,
Tell me
what's your
name.
first name?
Okay, let's hear your first name.
What's your first name?
Why are you withholding your information?
I'm not.
Yeah.
This guy is fucking stupid.
To provide it.
Kitzler, right?
I was happy to provide
And then
it.
you got your. I don't have. What's the first?
What's your
the
first
initial?
name?
What's the initial? Of his
What's your first name?
B. Kitzler. What's B? Brian.
What's your first name?
Brad?
Hey,
Hey.
what's your first name?
Let me hear your first name. I'm willing to exchange. I gotta find out who you are. I'm gonna find
So
out.
this is what's gonna
I
happen.
gotta find out eventually.
Okay. Right. Well,
If
right
whatever
now,
ticket- I mean,
right
what-
now, I have a reason to identify you. Okay.
What's
And
that?
and I want to make
I
this
told you
perfectly
who I am.
clear.
I'm the
Hey,
owner. I'm the
listen to me.
Yes.
Are you refusing to identify yourself?
I'm willing
Stop
to-
talking over me.
I'm willing to exchange it.
Are you refusing to identify yourself? We can make this really clear and really quick so then I can just take you to jail and you can sit
How about that
in a
first?
cell until you identify yourself.
I'm willing to exchange. You're not identifying who you are.
I did.
B. Kitzler, T. Hines. I'm telling you.
What's your first name?
What's your first name?
Okay.
Kitzler. I mean, come on. What's so
your
hard
first-
about that?
Copy. What's your
Your.
first initial?
What's the first? A T.
T.
What's your first
Okay,
initial? Your.
Good, Travis.
All right. What's your first initial? What's your name? Your. Kitzler and Your. Well, you can't. What's your first initial for your first name? Your.
Again, it's right on.
B.
Right here.
Kitzler. Right. Okay, I didn't see it. What does that say? Your. It's M. M. Your. It's either an M or an N. I mean, I'll find it out eventually. Once I'll talk to the police station, make my complaints about you guys.
And what exactly would you file a complaint on? The fact that they would not give you their first name and their date of birth? Because they're not required to by law. Now, you are required to provide either a government issue ID or provide them with your first, middle, and last name and your date of birth. Now, either you're too stupid to realize that, or you're just enjoying wasting everybody's time because of your own poor decisions you made in life that you have to ruin everyone else's night.
Training records, discipline records for your and
You'll find zero.
Zero? Yeah, the way you guys manhandled me the way you did on me.
Well, when you're reaching into a bag.
There's
Here,
nothing
Travis.
in the bag.
When you're reaching into it, yeah, there's nothing in the bag.
Just
But
a
guess what?
general
You know how many
bag.
people we deal with that have
Coin
guns
purse.
and knives?
A coin purse.
You know how many people we deal with that have guns and knives?
Yeah, and
When you reach
and
into a bag.
you guys are sorely underprepared for a coin purse. Alright?
So that's what it is? It's a coin purse?
Well, man, it's not like you pulled out your gun or something.
Oh, I did. You were reaching into a bag. I told you to stop.
Yeah.
You weren't listening.
So you overreact. I mean, this whole situation, you've been overreacting.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
Over the situation. What was it? Were you called or
Actually,
did you show up? Were you called or was this a part of a regular patrol? Yeah, no, it does.
After you confirmed,
Was there a complaint?
Mr. Hines.
What's the complaint?
Mr. Hines,
Good,
are you
sir.
going to let me talk?
What's
Are you going to let me talk?
I asked the question first, then you can talk, okay? I'm giving you the
Holy
opportunity
shit,
to
dude,
talk
you've asked
after I
me-
ask my question.
Then ask a question.
I did. Well, were you called or did you show up as part of your patrol kit, sir? Or your, either one, you can ask. It's both do the same radio. Right, your and Kitzler. Joker's here.
So are you going to ask a question so I can answer?
Did you hear it? I mean, what's
So
so hard
go again.
about,
Go ahead.
What's so hard about answering it when I asked it?
You didn't ask me a question. You've been running your mouth since I asked you to step
Yes,
over.
sir. You're playing mind
Boom. Roasted.
games, okay?
Okay, so what's your question?
I asked it twice, and then now you're gonna say that, and then I ask it a third time, Kitzler, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, did you ask your question again?"
What's
That's
your
crazy.
question?
You're playing some real mind games here, Kitzler.
What's your question?
What's the deal with you? All right, how long have you been working here? How long have you been on this police force?
Since February of 21.
And have you ever worked day shift? Or you only been night shift, Kitzler?
All different shifts.
'Cause you seem like a real night shift type of guy. I don't think you would do so well on day shift.
Fuck this guy!
Organization going on, being in the public's eye and all that. I don't know if you handle that very well. The way you treat me here, you don't seem like a very good guy on. Can handle all
Hey,
that.
are you
public-
okay with me taking a look through your car?
No, I'm not okay with that.
Good
Of
night.
course not. Why don't you run a dog around something? Any of
Something?
you guys dog canine?
Well, we've got a
Kids
canine
are
coming over.
your- Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, you really get thorough about your work. Oh, there he is, right? You guys got to be real
Okay,
thorough.
so you said that you had a question. So what's the question?
Yeah, I asked you a question.
Are you gonna ask it or not?
Well, what's your deal? I mean, you guys.
I
sound
don't-
like
I
you
don't
got
understand that question.
psychological problems. Did you just get done with something that's traumatic for you? Was there something traumatic that happened before?
How about you? Has there been something going on with you? I see that you're living out of your car.
I'm
This is
shocked.
something-
I'm a shock that this is how you treat.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks. Because the fact of the matter is this: Travis is not a shopper, he's a freeloader. What do I mean by this? Well, Travis likes to go to different stores, different restaurants, and different public entities like libraries and use their free Wi-Fi. He has been chased out of Walmart for loitering and sitting around in the pharmacy section because he wanted to use their Wi-Fi. He feels that he's entitled to other people's, utilities without contributing to society.
You were sleeping in your car when I rolled up on it.
I just relax. This is a cart that's gonna put
Guess
my
what?
water
We
in
talked
here.
to a lot of people that sit in this lot overnight, and not a single person has been parked over here that has been stopped. Okay?
Well, this person never been there clearly watching it.
We're gonna go over and talk to them next. But
You're gonna go
what I
harass them
need,
next. You
what
don't
I
just
need
make-
is an ID off of
You
you.
guys don't just make conversation. You make correct harassment and threats.
Okay, then you can
That's-
file a
I mean,
complaint.
that's-
The problem
That's how
was
you guys
your lack of
operate.
following direction.
You guys don't.
Contact started.
There's levels of identification that need to be involved. Okay, am I being detained?
Yes.
Okay, then this is a situation where I invoke my rights. Okay, this
Okay,
having a
but
vested-
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm telling you.
We're not just doing a
I'm telling you that I have reason to identify you. Okay.
Okay,
So I'm asking you. I am asking you.
Told you.
Yeah, and I told you too.
No, you didn't. You gave me a last name and a first initial. I need your date of birth.
Well, what's your date of birth?
I am not required to give that to you. I am here in a legal capacity, Mr. Hines,
Okay, yeah, and I have rights.
and I have
You have a constitutional right to be a dumbass. Why don't you jump up on the stand? You have a
I have every reason to identify you right now.
Yeah, and also respect my rights in the same way. It's not just you're not just a soldier going full war against the enemy.
Nope, I'm
Ready
operating
to-
under the Constitution, Wisconsin state law, and our policy and procedure.
Okay.
Okay?
You're pushing it a little further beyond what your limits are.
No,
okay?
sir.
You have certain limits within your constitutional procedures. Okay. All right. Pushing that a little beyond.
No, I'm not.
Well, if you think you're not.
Okay, and if you have an issue with how I conduct my police work, you can file a complaint or you can argue about it.
Well,
But right now, I'm telling you that you're required to identify yourself.
I'm telling you, there's a balance with what you're doing. Okay, we have constitutional rights as well.
What right has been violated?
Well,
Tell me which constitutional right.
there's a little bit of that cruel and unusual behavior going on.
Okay, so how exactly is somebody here violating your Eighth Amendment rights? They're not using an excessive bail to keep you in jail. They're not punishing you with an excessive fine. And they're definitely not using cruel and unusual punishments to extend your stay in jail or to harm you. This is because you've become a victim of your own mind, your own delusions. Your inability to understand that you cannot demand the police to ID themselves because you want their IDs to get yours. You broke the law. You are being lawfully detained. There is no violation of any of your constitutional rights.
But,
You're getting cruel and unusual punishment, right?
That's you're pushing the limits.
Okay. So again, I ask, what right is being violated?
What right is being violated?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start with the fourth.
Okay.
You know what the Fourth Amendment is?
Yup.
Oh, there you go. Check them out. Good. Because you're out here as a security patrol. Are you getting a little kickback, with this extra duty? They don't even need to hire a security guard. They got you bullies come here and harass us.
So I assume you're not from the area.
I assume that you're getting a little kickback from Woodsman for doing this kind of bully tactic.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, why are you performing private security for
This
a
is
business?
this is a public parking lot.
Okay, were you called, or are you just doing regular patrol? Is this a regular patrol? Because if it's regular patrol, you're doing private security for a private business.
In a public parking lot.
Again, Travis knows nothing what he's talking about. They are not performing any private security duties here. What they are doing is stopping you because it looks like you are camping illegally in this parking lot, and there is an ordinance preventing you from doing so. And no, they are not violating your Fourth Amendment with unreasonable search and seizure. You are lawfully detained for violating a city ordinance when it comes to illegal camping, and you're failing to provide them with ID.
Well, this is public. The city owns this.
For that.
So,
But it's open to the public.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
There was no barriers to entry.
That's correct.
It's 24 hours,
You know,
so we
the
can
amount
shop
of
any
drug-
time of the day.
The amount of drugs and the amount of warrants that are on this
Oh.
parking lot?
Woodman sells drugs. So yeah,
Nope, didn't say that.
You're protecting the drug dealers.
How in the world would that make any sense?
So why are you harassing me in a private business and claiming that you're not private security?
Because
You're working for the city.
Woodman's does not want people camping in their parking lot, and
Okay.
it is illegal to camp anywhere
What's
inside
your-
the village of Hollywood.
What's your
Travis,
contract?
Travis.
What contract do you have with this business about this?
There's no contract. So
You didn't sign. There's no signed contract between you and the
I
business.
understand, and it could have just been a simple warning, like, hey, you can't park here, you can't camp here. But
Well, no,
you
you
decided to
pushed it.
escalate it.
No, I was just sitting and minding my own business. You guys escalated.
Shenanigans.
No, 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 no.
Shenanigans.
No, 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 no.
And shenanigans yet again. Travis, they could have let you go with a warning, but you keep pushing this issue of you need their IDs to get your ID. They have a city ordinance that prevents the illegal camping within the city limits. This particular business does not allow people to sleep over in their parking lots. You could have easily provided an ID or your name and date of birth and been on your way. Instead,
The whole thing. That's why I'm sitting here. I didn't come over here.
You're violating an ordinance.
Your and. All right. So what's the deal? You all just pick on me. I'm the only one here that's got to get picked on. There's like 50 other cars here. I'm the guy who's got to get picked on.
Oh, but baby.
You guys got this God complex
I'm sorry you feel that way.
about this whole thing.
What's your date of birth?
Let's hear your date of birth and I'll tell you.
No, I am not required to give that to you. You are required to give it to me right now.
No, you don't know how the law works.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep, I'm not educated, and you're the one living out your car.
Nah, you got. Oh, that's how you look at it.
I do this every day.
Education levels have to do with your income status.
No,
It's directly related.
I do this
Income
every single day.
every single night. You're a night shift worker. Okay. You're definitely not qualified to work a day shift. With this attitude, both of you guys, the way you work.
pray tell, Travis, where are you gainfully employed at? Because you don't do too well on YouTube videos. I've seen your view counts. Not that good for somebody who has the channel of your size. Not to mention, you don't work anywhere. You live out of your car traveling around the country like a hobo. I take that back. Hobos have more respect for themselves.
Okay. I don't believe that you work a day shift, but I don't think you've ever worked a day shift.
What's your phone number?
What's your phone number?
What's your date of birth?
What's the minimum for identification?
Reasonable suspicion.
No. When people identify, social. Do I have to give my social number?
Nope. I'm looking for the spelling of your first name, middle name, last name,
Yeah.
and your date of birth.
Yeah, it sounds like we've shared that already. We're
Nope.
past that.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we're past.
No, you haven't.
That identification part.
So spell your last name.
Well, okay, and once again, I'm trying to spell your and Kitman.
What's your last name?
Is that what I have right? You got enough.
And we're ending the video here. It does continue on with the K9 doing a preliminary search of outside the vehicle with a dry sniff, and it does not find any contraband. They do not search his vehicle, and Travis continues to go on with his innate ramblings, asking for them to give up their personal information to get his ID so they can write him a ticket so he can go about his day. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank all of you personally from the bottom of my heart.